up hands, wake up feet. Come on body, feel the beat. Wake up feelings, wake up brain. Come on body, it's time to play again. Let's go! Do 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 do, do 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 do, do 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 do, do 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 do, do. Let's go!
Welcome to episode 4 of OT for 2. I am your host, Trish Lerk, and I can't wait to unpack the first of a series of 3 podcasts all about teenagers and how to connect with our teenagers through music. And I know that there are so many of us out there that have teenagers in our lives, or preteens in our lives, or three-nagers that are behaving like teenagers. So really, this podcast is for everyone. I do apologise in advance that this is some old material that I have pieced together for the sake of good content. So if I am referring to a he or a she or a they, it's not personal, just gender neutralise it or apply the pronouns that work for you and your family. And let's dive in.
So to sum up, a phone for a teenager is like air for them. They need it. It's oxygen. It's not a privilege. It's not a right connection with their friends. Is air. And if we as teenagers, parents, are able to supply that air with some boundaries, but so they can still breathe and feel like they're able to breathe freely, that's going to be so great. Okay. So in this space of teenage land, screen time restrictions look a bit different, okay? And so, yes, holidays screen times can look different because they want to connect with their friends. They're not at school, so they can't see them, so they want a game all the time. And that's okay. Within that, what I have found from personal experience and all of the scouring of the literature in this space is if we say on holidays, hey, what game are you playing? My son plays Brawl Stars on his phone. So I downloaded Brawl Stars on my phone and we sit next to each other on the couch. I'm not perfect. I actually really hate that game, to be honest. It drives me crazy. So I tried Brawl Stars and I tried really hard and it got him to teach me some stuff. And then we sat there and I tried to work it out while he was playing it next to him. And I ended up getting really frustrated because it's not my kind of game. But now I sit next to him and I play Tetris. You could play Candy Crush, whatever you like. And I play my game next to him. And we sometimes laugh at each other and go, look at this, because that's what he does with his friends. And that helps him connect with his friends. And so downtime for you, optimally, might look like a lovely walk in the evening. For Reed, might be like, meh. But for him, connection looks like mum's taking an interest in my interest, which is Brawl Stars or whatever, Clash of Clans, Royale, or, I don't know, they're playing all of them. I download them. I allow the download. I'm approving the download for these dumb games that I don't like, but he can talk to his friends while he plays them and he feels like he's connected to them, but I feel connected to him because I'm sitting next to him playing a game on my phone next to him. Sometimes I'm texting my friends, sometimes I'm working, sometimes I'm watching reels with my headphones in. I'm like, oi, stop, look at this reel, it's so funny. It's nice for our kids to see that we're actually human because eventually we're not going to be wiping their bums anymore or figuratively wiping their bums or teaching them how to drive. Eventually, we want to be mates with them when they're adults, but we need to show them that we would be a good mate. Does that make sense? So in that space, what you can offer as an olive branch, and I know it will probably grind your soul to the ground having to download a game on your phone, but maybe you already have one that you like playing. But sitting next to him and doing that, you might go, this is dumb as. In my day, we went for a walk with our parents, or I helped my mum do the dishes. Yes, he can still help with those things because they are important. And yes, he can still help with those things because they make a difference to the contribution within the home. But he feels connected to you if you take an interest in his interests, and his interests are his friends and what he does on his phone with his friends. So if you can be interested in that, even just for a little bit, he will absolutely be over the moon for it. And he's neurodivergent, so his interests are very much his whole world. Take a bit of interest, try and learn it. I tried and I said, this is not for me, mate. This game annoys me. I don't like these kind of games, but I've tried to learn it. I've given it a go. Can I have some credit? And he's like, yeah, you did a good job, Mum. How about you just play Tetris? Because I know you love that and you smash it. You're on level 364 after binging it for 6 days straight and not eating any food. And I said, this is true, mate. Yes, I'm very good at it. Me on my own, it wasn't my key interest. I tried. He saw that I tried. He saw that I was pretty dodgy at it and then went, that's okay. I'll let her sit next to me and play her silly games and that she likes, but we can talk about it a little bit and I can celebrate the. And he leans over now and he goes, Mum, did you clear another level? Oh, good job. High five. I feel like a loser. My kid's high-fiving me for clearing a level. I honestly feel like a loser sometimes, and that's my own rejection sensitivity dysphoria kicking in going, oh my gosh, I can't believe you did that. But then, last year or the year before, I took him to a concert, a music concert. I took him to 3 concerts. I bled my bank account dry, but I did it because 1, I like the artist, and 2, I wanted to do stuff with him, not because I want to be the cool mum from Mean Girls, like, I'm a cool mum and she's got the fake boobs. I don't want to be that woman. I want to have a connection with my child. And so his favourite artist is Guy Sebastian, and he's not ashamed to say that. He's incredible as an artist. And I'm mad for Guy Sebastian. His voice, caramel dreamy, so good. So I said, mate, for your birthday, I'm going to take you to the Guy Sebastian concert. And he's like, what? I get to stay up late on a school night? And I was like, yeah, we're both going to be broken people the next day, but let's do it, man. And this is when I was single parenting and newly divorced, and I had no coin, like no coin. I'm telling you, I'm like, do I pay the water bill or do I pay the electricity bill? Which one's more priority? So I said, I'm going to do it because this is going to better us. He's going to be mad for this gift that I've gifted him. And he walked around at school going, my mum's taken me to Guy Sebastian. I had cred like nobody's business. I was the elevated parent in that schoolyard and I was like, yes, I'm winning. Anyway, he was in grade 6 at the time. I took him. We had the best time. We rocked out. He didn't care. We had a great time. And then on the train home, he's falling asleep on my shoulder and he goes, Mum, you're a cool mum. And I just went, cool mum status for the win. It was worth me not being able to pay the water bill on time and getting like debt collection threats. It was worth it. And then you know what? There was enough money to pay for the bill the next week. It's fine. Like we got there. The kids still got the snacks. I'm not starving them. They're fine now, okay? There's no negligence. But the point of the matter is sometimes we've got to do something that's not our favourite, but to them it means the world. In the Guy Sebastian thing, that was also for me, so like win-win. But then I was like, well, okay, this clearly was a winner. So the next year I was like, okay, One Republic's coming and I'm mad for them. Dude, I can't afford this. And he goes, I work for Kaiko Fidgets. I make fidgets. I'll make lots of fidgets and pay for my own ticket. He made 600 fidgets to pay for both of our tickets. 600 fidgets equals like $300, let's just say. And that covered for pretty much both our tickets. And he goes, I'm going to cover yours, Mum, with my money from my earnings. His little fingers were so sore, but he watches Marvel movies while he makes fidgets. So I feel like it's an offset. He gets to win in life. Anyway, so he did that. And we went to One Republic. And I said, actually, when I'm buying the tickets, I really feel like maybe you should bring a mate. Who do you want to invite? And he goes, are you going to take me and a mate? Oh, Mum, you're off tap. Like he actually called me off tap. And I was like, yes, like this is not cool, Mum. This is like the next level. I'm leveling up. I'm leveling up as a mum. And I said to him, yeah, mate, I reckon this is your mate that you should bring. Your spicy friend. So I texted his mum and I was like, hey, like, if you feel comfortable, like, I just want to put it out there. I'll be really responsible. Obviously, I've got to working with children. So she's like, I know you're an OT. It's fine. And you work with children. And her response was like, so like, of course I trust you, Trish. that happened. And I was like, okay, great. So I was like, okay, well, this is how much the tickets cost. Is that within your budget? And she's like, nah, he's going to be mad for it. It's so worth it. I'll do it. So she did the, like, let's push, but it's worth it. I took the boys and I admittedly wore gold glitter sparkle pants. Because one, I have ADHD and I'm extra. Two, dopamine when you're at a thing that's a concert. And when else am I going to wear glitter sparkle pants? I wore those pants and I'm sitting at the train station with them after taking them for pizza at La Poqueta. And I was like, soz guys, but I just need to take some selfies of myself because I think I look awesome. And they're like, you do, you're rocking the pants. And they're like, can we take the photo so you don't get your arm in it? I was like, oh, these guys are the best. And they're like, can we get in with you? So then we're doing selfies together. It was so cool. Then we went on the train and I was like, oh, they're going to think I'm a loser. Like, just be chill, Trish. But I was like, nah, just be yourself, whatevs. I packed my loops, my little earplugs that turn the volume down. So I packed them and I packed a pair for our little neurospicy friend that my kid brought. And I packed a set for my kid because I was like, you know, I don't want them to have blearing eardrums that are bleeding. And then on the way home, they're like chittering, chattering. I'm just lingering back, letting them talk, letting them do their thing. Be cool, Trish. Don't like sit with them. We get home and that kid sleeps over because, you know, it makes sense. You get home at 11:30 and you're not sending him home. All good in the hood. And the next day his mum came and picked him up, took him home. And he was super quiet because he's neurodivergent, doesn't say much. And she messaged me later and she goes, he's been humming under his breath the songs from the concert all morning. I cannot tell you, like, he probably would have found that experience quite overwhelming with me, but because if you do what you do, it was a pretty good experience for him as it was a success. It wasn't overwhelming and you had seats, you weren't in general admission, so there was no rubbing against him and he felt comfortable. You know, you let him choose his snack, you let him choose his dinner, you let him, you know, there's so much choice that you afforded him. I was like, well, if people get to choose what they need, then they're usually comfortable, right? You don't choose to wear an itchy top for fun. Like, you choose to wear it if you have to wear it, and that's about the only reason you'd wear it. So same for a neurodivergent kid. The moral of the story is match them on their level, find an area of interest, download Brawl Stars and sit with your kid and play it. If it's not for you after you've given it a good red hot go and he's talked you through it and tried to teach you something, also, if a teenager can teach you how to do something, they feel empowered and like they're winning in life as well. So, like, if you're no good at your computer and your kid is, so, like, ask him a question, even though you might kind of know, just ask him to help you so that he can show you, and then he's going to feel very empowered that he's not a stupid guy. Just bring this home for everyone. Kids need to know that you're interested in them. Teenagers need to know that you want to invest in their interests, which is their phone and their friends. Ask about his friends while you're playing Brawl Stars together on the couch. Body double. Body doubling is not a new term for us. We've talked about how your kiddo benefits greatly from body doubling. Significantly from body doubling. That's doing it alongside. So you're going to body double with some Brawl Stars. That's your homework, mum, for the next little bit. Then you're also, I know that's so hard, Trish, but you know, just suck it up. It's like having your waxing done. You just do it and then you're better for it, okay? So you're going to do some downloading of the Brawl Stars and then you're going to surprise him. He's going to be playing on his phone and you're going to sit next to him and be like, I downloaded Brawl Stars and I don't know what I'm doing. And he's going to be like, what? Why you do that? And that's like pretty much gifting him a new bike or a new phone. Like, you've literally just given him all the dopamine by going, teach me your ways. And then he's going to be like, okay, you've earned a little bit of cred. Okay, you've earned some street cred. And then he's going to be mad for it and he's going to teach you and he's going to be so frustrated because if you're anything like me, you probably won't catch on very quick and then you'll get annoyed. But just keep persisting for at least 20 minutes, okay? You've got to give it a good go. If you just throw it away after 2 minutes, you're like a tantrum 2-year-old. Don't do that. Just be the bigger person and play for at least 20 minutes, half an hour. And then once you've given it a good go, he's going to tell you off because you haven't built out your world and found certain things or whatever you're supposed to do in that game. So then you're going to say, mate, this game is not for me. Or, look, it might be good for you. I really want to play Candy Crush. But my game is this. Can I just play my game next to you, or can I just like flicker on reels on Instagram just, for fun? And that would be super. So you're going to do that, and you're going to do that every night between 9:30 and 10 o'clock. And you're actually going to write that on the fridge as gaming time with mum. Okay, I know that sounds like, write that down. You're actually going to do that.
Or dad.
You're going to do that 9:30 to 10, and then at 10 o'clock, you're going to go, dude, we've gamed hardcore for half an hour, and this is the hour of power before bed. We need to power down, and you're going to flick music on to Alexa or the Bluetooth speaker, whatever you got, and you're going to put your phone on charge, and it's just going to start playing your wind down, sleepy, deepy music. Not uppity music, but like whatever music you want, or an audiobook. They're your two choices between 10 and 11. It's coming through Alexa or the speaker, okay? And we're both going to go brush our teeth together. You're going to body double and brush your teeth together. I don't care if it's a separate bathroom or whatever. Get your toothbrush, start doing it together. And then you can talk about a bit of stuff while you're spitting toothpaste everywhere, and it'll be fun. And then you'll be like, dude, I'm going to leave you now because you need to shower, and I'm your mum, and I'm not like, you're not 5 anymore, so I'm not showering you. You go do it. Make it a bit funny. Make a joke, because kids love jokes, especially teenagers, especially if you're like, well, I'm not doing that for you. And then he'll take a shower. The music is still playing or whatever on the speaker. Happy days. Now it's about 10:20. I don't know. Don't brush your teeth for 20 minutes. No kid wants to do that. Just do 2. And then he'll have his shower, speaker only, phone's on charge, internet's still working, happy days. And then go, cool. All right, now you're in your jammies. We're going to do some wind down. So you can either just chill with your music on the speaker, phone's on charge, or you can flick to an audio book or a real book. They're your 3 choices. Music that's chill, book, audio book on the speaker, phone is still on charge, far away, and third choice is an actual real book. And we talked about some options of different genres last time we talked, okay? So explore, work it out. If you want to do audiobook, you're going to need to, get... Local library does audiobooks too, so you don't even need to spend money. You don't need to download anything unless he's got a specific title that is not available, okay? That's what you're going to do until 11 o'clock. And then at 11 o'clock, pull out the modem from the wall and shove it somewhere really secret. Decides, oh, I can't sleep, I'm going to start gaming. He can't because it's not plugged in. So smart. Do that. And then at 11 o'clock, you're probably like eyeballs like, ooh, dude, I'm going to sleep now. La la la. It's time for bed. Wind down. You've got your music on. And the world's gone to sleep now. It'll be there in the morning when you wake up. If you haven't set limits on his phone and you haven't worked that out yet, you please go and do it. Go to Apple and work out how to do it, okay? Because that works really well. It works well, the end. I don't even need to justify that. It really does. And then he would be sleeping well, and that's your boundary. And on holidays, do more screen time and play your game and his game at the same time. We went camping and we just had phone time, like everyone had screen time. And my kid touched base with his mates and we sat there and caught up on work. We did an hour of power together with power up while camping. Was that ideal? Probs not. Back in the olden days, did they do it? Definitely not. We went unpowered camping in the olden days. But nowadays, that's how they talk to their friends. We don't have landlines, so they gotta do that. We don't have ADSL, internet, and MSN anymore. They have their phones. So we got to meet them with where they're at. We need to evolve as parents. Yeah? And then teenagers also need to know why they need to do things. You need to wear these thongs in the shower or you will get warts on the bottom of your foot, and that's friggin' gross, and then you're going to have to get them burnt off, and then you won't be able to walk properly, and that's sore and it stinks and it's disgusting, and you don't want that. Do you want that? No. Excellent. Wear the thongs. Here they are. Go to the bathroom now. Body double by giving it to him and say the why behind the what. Because I've got kids that are like, I don't want to learn to do up buttons. This is dumb. I can just pull it over my head. And I said, one day you're going to get married and you're going to want to do up your buttons maybe, And you are not going to go, Mum, can you come in here and do my buttons up because I'm wearing a slim fit shirt and I can't get it over my head and I've just popped off 7 buttons trying to do it and it's my wedding day and I'm going to look stupid. You're not going to want that. You don't want your future wife thinking you can't do up buttons. What kind of guy is that? I said that to a 10-year-old and he goes, okay, I'm doing up the buttons. And he did it so fast because he didn't want to look like a dingbat when he's an adult. When I said, how professional is it going to look if you're wearing an elastic tie in a business meeting, mate? I'm teaching you how to tie a tie so you don't look like a fool. Do you want to look like a fool? And the kid was like, no, I don't want to look like a fool. And I said, well, this is how you do a tie up. And we went through it. We used the YouTube. We used all the things that the kids love because using a textbook is old school, but using YouTube is new school. Mm-hmm. The why behind the what is important. Do you want to live with me for the rest of your life? Do you want me to wipe your butt until you're 25? Till you get a woman or a guy or whatever floats your boat? Do you want that? No. This is why we're doing it. And you can say it a bit crazy like that because they kind of like a deranged parent, I've found. But, you're relatable. And be relatable. I'm having a bad day. What about you? Cool, let's get Macca's for dinner because it can't be stuffed cooking. Excellent. Be real. That's a great tip. And it's not even in a textbook. I think that's just human. Mm-hmm. Humans crave connection. Teenagers are like toddlers in like evolving into adult bodies. They're like, I have all the feelings and I also have like no ability to make proper thoughts connect in my head and think logically about all the stuff that I want to do. And that's why I'm stuffing up. That's what teenagers are doing. And we're like the safety net. So you're like, go and try it, but I'll catch you if you stuff up. That's their time to try a bit, stuff up and come back and know mum's going to catch me. Dad's going to catch me. Non-gender identifying parent's going to catch me. Yeah. So that's really important in that space. Does that make sense? Yeah, great. So the why behind the what's important. If he knew that he's going to get plantar warts and foot fungus and like tinea and all the business and have to treat that and go to the doctor, no kid wants to do it the hard way. That's a hard thing to deal with. And if he knew that that was the cause of the wear the thongs, wear the thongs, wear the thongs, and we're mums, we like repeat, right? Teenagers hate that. So here are the thongs, please wear them. Unless you want foot warts and to go to the GP to get them burnt off with liquid nitrogen and then to have to nurse sore bottoms of your feet until they heal. Do you want that? Wear the thongs. Off you go. Bye-bye. Make it a bit funny, but off you go. Bye-bye. And help by body doubling because there's no dopamine for neurodivergent kiddos in doing the routine of the grind of the shower and the plug the iPhone in and then the pack my homework stuff back in the bag and turn off my computer. That's hard, boring, mundane rubbish that they don't want to do. Do it with them. Make it fun. All right, I put the pump up song on. It means we're plugging stuff into charge. We're turning stuff off. We're turning down the bed. We're brushing the teeth. Pick a song. Make it fun. Put the song on from your heyday. Like, what did you rock out to when you were in your heyday? What was your song? What was your jam? Whatever your jam is, find a song that makes you happy, that reminds you of the good times when you were a teenager rocking out on the dance floor at the blue light disco. I don't know, whatever you do. Yes, I loved New Kids on the Block. I mean, really, 1990, that was early 90s, right? New Kids on the Block. I had the cassette. I can't even remember what they sound like. I'm going to find them on Spotify afterwards. But put some New Kids on the Block on, find it on Spotify and go, dude, let me just give you some culture. And he'll be like, what are you even doing, Mum? What the flip? And you'll be like, well, let's just say that your Eminem does not match New Kids on the Block, whatever he's in. What's he into? Do you know his favourite song?
Knowing your kid's favourite song is epic. I mean, ask them. If you have no idea, this is your moment. Hit pause, go find your teen, go find your tween, go find your little kiddo and ask them what their favourite song is. I mean, if they're in primary school, it's probably the Duck song. Let's be honest.
And then you got to share New Kids on the Block with him. Do it.
Discovering your child's favourite song is so telling about what's going on internally for them. It might be the music that gives you a clue, the tempo, the type of instruments used, how loud it is, how rocky it is, how grungy it is, how melancholy it is. But in that, it could also be the lyrical content.
Pull up on Google the lyrics of that song, and I want you to listen to it and read the lyrics at the same time. It is his favorite song because those lyrics, or that music, the way that the music is working, is speaking to his soul. Music speaks to our soul. I don't know why. Music speaks to our soul, and music speaks to our soul, and the lyrics whisper to our heart. So if you can get your head around his favorite song, listen to it, read the lyrics. I hope this has blessed you. I hope it has nourished your soul. But remember, you are the best parent for him, but also you can be the change in this situation. You can be the change in this situation by offering that olive branch of connection. And that's everything.
Thanks for tuning in to episode 4 of OT for 2. I am Trish Lerk, and I am so honoured to have brought some absolute killer things for you to chew over, think about, mull over, and actually action with your preteen and teen in order to develop a better connection with them. Why don't you jump into it now? Have a look through their playlist. Get curious. Ask them after school. Be curious. Listen to their favourite song together. Rock out to it. Have a dance sesh. Mull over the lyrics together and develop a greater understanding of that amazing human that you get to parent. If you know another parent that will be incredibly blessed and nourished by this excellent podcast, in my opinion, please share it, like it, and do all those things. We have also started an OT for 2 Spotify playlist, or multiple playlists actually. So in the coming week, you should jump on and have a little sniff around to see what kind of playlists can help lift the mood in your home or set a bit more chill tone in your home.
Thanks for listening to OT for 2. The song used in this podcast in the intro and outro is the original song written by Jane Nielsen and Trish Lerk. All information within this podcast should be taken to your healthcare professional, occupational therapist, music therapist, or paediatrician in order to ensure that it is tailored adequately for your needs.